Nicole, are you ready for what's up next?
It's Mary.
It's Mary. I love Mary. And
It's
so
Mary time.
I'll
Oh,
let you read Mary's intro, but I'll tell everybody about Mary. I'll tell them about Mary. I love Mary. Wasn't there a movie like about Mary? I don't know what it's
there's
about.
something about
Something
Mary.
about
I love
Mary.
that movie.
I don't know what it is, but anyways, I know what it is about this Mary that I love. So I go to networking with Mary in Women in Alignment, and Mary is on Thursdays. She's the host on Thursdays at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. But I also do Women in Alignment on Wednesdays at noon. Um, and Women in Alignment is founded by Kay McKenzie, but it's just an open, safe place. We have great people that are in there. A handful of you in here go to that networking. But Mary is the host there, and she really draws out the questions in you and helps you think about your business and really give it put it in perspective, the different aspects, challenges you're having. She celebrates your wins with you, and she helps to connect you with the people that can really help you in your business. And so I love Mary. I refer people to Mary all the time. I think Kathy is
Thank
on
you.
here, and I connected Kathy and Mary, or Kathy was on here. But I love connecting people, and I love working with Mary. It's one of the networking things that I go to just out of sheer love, not out of necessarily just needing to network. I go there because I love my time with her. Nicole, I will
Oh,
let you introduce
you're
her.
so sweet. Thank you,
You
Colleen.
got it. How awesome. How can you top that, right? So I'm going to read a little bit of an introduction because Mary deserves that, especially after hearing what Colleen had to say. And here we go. Mary Ferris is an author, publisher, and self-image consultant who helps entrepreneurs and leaders increase their credibility and influence through authorship while aligning their mindset with their biggest goals. Well, that's awesome. It actually aligns with what you're doing, right? As founder of Iris Blue Publishing and Magnet Mind Development, Mary combines her expertise in writing and publishing with proven personal development strategies to help clients not only share their stories, but also step into the identity required to achieve a lasting success. That's a big one for authors. She teaches that true growth comes from setting bold goals, crafting a self image to match them, and taking consistent action until results align. Mary has authored multiple books across genres. I can't say that word, it's a tongue twister today, and worked with clients to publish their own works and leads workshops and masterminds that bridge the gap between knowing and doing. Her mission is simple to help people see themselves as capable, credible, and powerful enough to create the life and the business they truly desire. Well, welcome, Mary.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Well, I want to start off by thanking Colleen because, yes, we met in Women in Alignment Networking, and she is phenomenal. I love it when she shows up. She always adds something wonderful to the discussion. So, and thank you for bringing all of us together and, to serve at the highest level. I think this is so great, and I feel so honored to be in this room among all of you. So thank you for sharing your what you do, your expertise with us. And so I just want to start out with just a little bit of gratitude. While I share my screen, I would love for everybody to stick in the chat what you are grateful for receiving during this time that we've been in this room for the last couple days. So what is something that you are grateful to Colleen and the group for? So stick that in the chat so we can share what we're happy about and grateful for, what you're happy to have learned. Learning and growing, yes. Oh, good. Validation of the value in the summit. Yay, good. I love it. Keep going, keep going. Everybody has something to be grateful for. Donna is the queen of gratitude. I love that. So she is I love the idea of what she does. So Donna, we have to talk. But awesome connections. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna share. Um, so let me just get to the play button here if I can reach it. Move down. Okay, play. All right, can everybody see that? All right. So Iris Blue Publishing is my publishing company. I am I am a publisher and I'm a personal development consultant. Yes. So this is all about authoring your authority, how writing a book builds credibility and confidence. So today I'll show you 4 ways of how you can use authorship to build your credibility and authority in your business, and how your self-image plays a key role in making your book and your business thrive, because they go hand in hand. So Iris Blue Publishing is a hybrid publishing company. And what that means is that I have an array of services for any part of the publishing journey, but I really believe in teaching a man to fish rather than doing it all for you. So I want to teach you how the process works and how you can eventually publish your own books. You could also use the Iris Blue Publishing imprint. That's fine, but I want you to learn the process. I'll do the process for you, but I love empowering people to know the process themselves. I go from helping you get started with your book to production timelines and schedules, editing and organization, typesetting and formatting, self-publication or publication under my imprint, and moving on to launches and additional guidance. So this is me. Welcome. And I'm so happy that you're here with us and that we can share all of our information with you. I've been an entrepreneur since 2010, and that's when I started Iris Blue Publishing. I became an author and publisher at that time. And I also then became a gymnastics center owner. We built it from the ground up, called Tucson Gymnastics Center, from 2012 to 2021. And I started my Magnet Mind Development personal development company since in 2021. So that's a little bit about me. I love horses. That's something that everybody needs to know about me. It's just a thing. So it really has nothing to do with my businesses, but everything about what I love. So I just want to share with you a little bit about some of the books that I've published and or written and published. So the Gym Rat series is what I started with. It's 6 books, paperback and digital. So I just wanted to show you that you can do all sorts of different modalities and different ways of printing your books. My sister wrote actually a Home Fire trilogy, and she has 4 books. She has 4 books in her trilogy, everybody. And then she has those as paperback and digital. And then Discovering Something Greater was a collaboration between 3 other authors and I, and that's both paperback and digital. How to Study, Think and Grow Rich. That's a hybrid print and video combination. I love it. And then my Aspiring Author Kit, it's digital, and plus I have multiple course workbooks, and more in the pipeline. But I just wanted to show you that there are so many different options and different ways that you can publish, and you're unique. So it depends on who you are and what you want to do with your message. So many ways a book can help you build your credibility. You can obviously share your expertise. The Gym Rats books, for instance, write about what you know, right? Didn't your mom tell you that? Write about what you know. And so that's true. That is how I started my publishing company. I wanted to write about something easy, right? Something that I knew. And so I wrote gymnastics books. And I can help you choose the format that makes the most sense for what you want to deliver and how you want to deliver your message. But then not just sharing your expertise, but sharing your story, because you're unique and only you can do what you're doing in the way that you're doing it. So you can give your audience some background on who you are and how you can help them before you even meet them with a book. It's a great way to introduce yourself to new people and a new audience. And then, of course, credibility begins on the inside with the image you hold of yourself. And that's where the self-image portion comes in, is building credibility with yourself first. And a book does this, because when you write a book, you begin to own who you are and what you offer. You own it. It's yours. It's your story. It's what you offer. It's what you provide to the world. And you feel more like an expert in your field. And that confidence then spreads to everyone who you talk to. Bringing clarity to yourself and your clients. This is so important. Order is heaven's first law. And writing a book demands that you are clear and to the point. And even the process of outlining a book can bring just so much more clarity to your mind and to what your offer is. And so when you do that, you will translate that order to your clients and it'll be simplified, just like what Colleen is talking about. And then your book doesn't just build your authority, it reflects your self-image. So as you are becoming more clear, you feel more credible, you begin to own your message, and you begin to grow as a person, as a business owner. And then that's reflected in your conversations with other people. And of course, I love this, providing the impression of increase. A book is a gift that keeps on giving, right? You write it once and then you reap the rewards forever, whether it's your client who reads the book or it's part of a multiple source of income, right? As entrepreneurs, we should be looking for other ways to bring income streams in. And you write a book once and you get paid all the time. It's wonderful. I get paid when I'm sleeping. I love it. It's so much fun. So 3 ways a book can build your credibility, just in case you don't believe it. You write about who you're becoming. Your book is more than words on a page. It's proof of your growth. And this is why. So a book shows that you know what you're talking about. And when you write a book, it demands that you bring clarity to your mind and to your message. I touched on that before. But when you bring clarity to yourself, it transmits to your clients. And it's not just in your book, but in all of your communication, because all of a sudden you've written this book and you've created these stories within the book. And now you have something that you continuously go back to. And so you can really guide people in a very clear manner. Books automatically build your authority, and they automatically show that you know what you're talking about. They show you that you know what you're talking about. Yes, for sure. Because I go back and read my Gym Rats books. I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. And I wrote those a long time ago. And you remind yourself, actually, oh, I do know what I'm talking about, especially on those hard days, right? And so these books build trust between you, yourself, and your clients and the people that you're prospecting. The Gym Rat series did that for me as a gymnastics coach. For instance, was teaching my kids in my gym the way that I believed that kids should be taught in gymnastics. And it was different than the regular culture in the sport. And while my kids in my gym and my 4 walls were receiving, in my opinion, the best coaching, I wanted to share with the world that there was another way to look at the sport. And a book was a way to do that. This book series was a way to do that. And so I created my characters the way that I wanted to show up in my gym. I wanted my kids the lessons I wanted them to learn. And so the series actually was technically fiction, but it was based on my life as a gymnast and the positive atmosphere that I had and growing up. And I incorporated things that my best friend in the gym and I did together, and it was so much fun. And the added benefit is that my sister is the illustrator. And so if you have someone who's talented like that in your life, you can pair up and you can create something special together, and it's really fun. So there's that. And then a book proves you're living what you teach. And so this is an example of that. This is my Write Your Self-Image Script little workbook. It's a kind of a guidebook. And it shows that I lead by my example. So I teach from this guide every single month in my free self-image scripting workshops. It is documenting my exact process of what I do and how I create my script and what I use it for, and I share that with others. And then I use examples from my own script inside of this guide, and I show people how and why it works, right? And so it's really a reflection of how I'm transforming. So you can use a book to do something like that, to bolster maybe a monthly workshop that you're doing and things like that. And it strengthens my workshop, and it allows people to reference and process the process that I'm taking them through long after the workshop is over. So they have something tangible that they can, well, this is digital. They have something digitally tangible that they can go to time and time again. And so you can do that for your business as well. So, and then a third reason why a book builds your credibility is that it positions you as a connector and a leader. And that's something that this book, this particular one, did. It was, I'll share more about this in a little bit, but this particular book served not only as a work that highlighted our expertise as co-authors, but it also was a mastermind project that I absolutely loved. I brought other people together to share their expertise with the world, and it was really great, and it positioned me and them as leaders and connectors with one another. So I want to give you 4 types of books, and this is not an exhaustive list, but 4 types of books that you can use to boost your credibility and confidence. And I'm giving you 4 types because everybody's different. You are unique. And what you offer in the marketplace is unique because you're unique. And the right type of book will set you apart from the rest. So here's one, and this is probably the quickest and easiest thing is the ebook, right? And this is actually the Aspiring Author Starter Kit is the gift that I'm giving everybody who comes to this summit is a great way to position yourself as an expert by teaching just one thing, right? So, and these ebooks are really great because you don't have to spend all your time on production timelines and edit like major typesetting things. These can be put together relatively quickly and simply, and you can just turn it into a PDF after you create a Word document, right? So it's quite simple. You can also obviously publish them on something like Amazon or wherever, but this can be just in your files that you can share with people. It could be a lead magnet. It could be anything that you want to share that helps people take one step forward. So for instance, this ebook would be a great idea if you wanted to just teach one core skill, something that's core to your program or your business that you think everybody should know. You could begin building your credibility with yourself. You can gain confidence in what you're offering your clients. So if you're new to business, this would be a great way to just highlight, this is what I want you to know, right? Just teach them something in this ebook. And you not only position yourself in other people's eyes as an expert, but you begin to feel that expertise. You feel like you're a guide. You feel like you're a leader. It adds to that feeling for yourself. And you don't have to overthink it, right? You don't have to write everything you know in an ebook. You can just write one step or highlight one way to help them move forward one step. So you're sharing your expertise and what you've learned. So this is a really valuable way to get started in book writing and to position yourself as something that is a little bit extra, right? To just bolster your position in the marketplace. And then the next one is a step-by-step course book. And this is a comprehensive and core course of something that you teach. So for instance, these are 3 of the workbooks that are inside my Path to Mastery. It's in my membership. And I teach from these workbooks, and they are the basis of my clients' experience. And so you could do that too. You could have like Born Rich Foundations focuses on one thing, and then Mind First focuses on the next step, and then Level 1 that focuses on purpose, vision, and goals. And so what you do is you can kind of bring more clarity and structure to what you teach. I'm not saying everybody has to have multiple workbooks, but if you want to, you can provide a workbook to your clients, and that would help them and be there when you can't be, right, in person. So it's a great way to bring clarity and structure to your business and to what you're already doing. You can go deeper into all the concepts that you teach, whereas that ebook is really focusing on one thing. And this can go deeper into many more concepts. And then like I have a workbook for every level inside my membership. And all of these I have available in PDF, or I love spiral bound workbooks. And so I also give them the opportunity to purchase a spiral bound workbook. So there are the reason why I'm saying that is because there are lots of ways that you can create your book. You can do the same thing that you did in your print book and then create a spiral bound workbook out of it, or a traditionally bound book. You could do whatever you want. There's so many different options. And these options did not exist when I started in 2010. I still have books in storage where I had to get them all thousands of books printed and spend thousands of dollars up front before they were even sold. And now you can do everything print on demand. And so anybody can be an author. So everybody should be. So another one is the autobiography or a memoir or a transformational story. And this is all about sharing your personal journey. This is actually one of my clients to be inspired. And he he is currently writing actually, a book about his near-death experience and how he's come out of it and how his perspective on life has changed. And so sharing your personal story allows you to connect to your readers and to your clients, and you can get to know you on a personal level before they even begin working with you. And so it's such a great way to introduce yourself to more people. And it shows them that you've been there and that you understand where they are and what they're going through. And you can also position yourself as a guide again. So this is a great way to build an emotional connection and trust and inspiration. So that's a great one too. And then the last one that might be of interest to you as an entrepreneur is a collaborative or mastermind book. And this is what I mentioned before, discovering something greater. I brought people together. It was 3 other women. We came together and we had a unified theme. Obviously, it's find joy, purpose, and fulfillment on your terms. And each of us wrote a portion of the book. And then we actually came together and wrote the 5th part together. And that was pretty cool. But you can make a collaborative or mastermind book anything that you want. We all stepped into a greater leadership role through this project. It was most of their first book, except for one person who had written a children's book before. But it was perfect for those people who knew they wanted to write a book, but weren't quite ready to go off on their own and do it by themselves. And they wanted to learn the process a little bit more. And it was really fun being a part of a group while we were publishing and putting it on Amazon. I'm like, oh, did you see it? We hit #1. Yay! We get to celebrate together rather than in a silo. And it's so much more fun to be a part of a group effort. And this is such a great way. And I think there are some collaborative books out there, but I think that bringing the right people together, like Colleen mentioned, she goes, wouldn't it be great if all of our power partners created a mastermind book together? That would be so cool. That would be so cool. And hey, let's do it, because this would be so much fun to bring all of our expertise together. So like Colleen is bringing it under one roof. We could put it all between 2 covers and just send it out to the world at a greater level. So we can do lots of different things. Position yourself as a connector, a leader, curator of wisdom, bringing people together. combining Lynn's expertise in networking and Nicole's expertise in summits. I mean, that would be super cool just right there. You know, you could do co-authored books with 2 people. You could do it with 5 people. You could do it with 20 people. It doesn't matter. It's such a great idea for people to network and come together. So, what I really want you to understand is that there is no one way to write a book. There's only your way. And I've proven it. I've written lots of different types of books. And so you can write anything, any way, for any purpose. But what it really does is brings in your story, your voice, your vision, your authority. And your book and your business will only grow to the extent that you do. So your self-image has to expand to be an author, to open your circle of influence, and to think bigger and bigger and bigger. And so when your self-image expands, so does your influence. So when you're writing this book and you're thinking, oh, I have some good things to share. I can do this. I know what I'm talking about here. You can begin to increase your confidence and your influence. And that's really when success starts taking off. So that really, in a nutshell, is all about that. You can contact me there, but you can find me. I'm sure Nicole's putting everything in the chat, but that's that's what I had to offer today. I hope that everybody would love to write a book because you all have a unique story to tell, and it's easier than ever. I promise you, especially with the right guide, you can do that. So, does anybody have any questions? I'd be happy to answer any and all.
Looks like
Donna, go
Donna.
ahead. Yeah.
Well, you've got my mind spinning on ebooks, and yeah. So, if I write a traditional soft or hardbound book, I can find them on Amazon. Is there a place like that where when you publish an ebook, people can find it online, or is it all through my self-promotion of the book?
You can put that on Amazon too. So Amazon has Kindle. And so
Okay,
anybody with Kindle can download your book that way. And the major outlets that compete with Amazon also have that service as well. Yep.
great. I
Yeah.
love your 4 types of books. That was very helpful.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else have any questions?
I have a question and a comment.
Mhm.
Imagine that. I never run out of things to say. I had a couple questions. First of all, I have somebody I need to connect you with. Imagine that.
Thank you.
And then for the old people, can you write a book in 30-point font?
Sure, you can write it. You can make it any
So
way you want. So with
easy to
my
read.
typesetting, yeah, I can typeset it any way that you want.
I love that because I actually I'm old enough that I have some of those there's a magnifier sheet that I put over the page of my book to read, even with my glasses. And so I would love to have something that's bigger than that. But my next question would be this: wouldn't that be so wonderful to have a book written by the Power Partners? And I keep thinking, like, is it just a Power Partner book, like the Mastermind, Collaborative Mastermind kind, or is it the the transformation story with the mastermind part in the third quarter, right? And then
Mhm.
fourth quarter being the actual studio. So I think that that would be, I don't know. I mean, you're welcome, Power Partners, for me putting you on the spot. But
I'm all for it.
just get comfortable with the idea because that's how I roll. I think that that would be a great way for everybody to get their feet wet in this arena, to do their own part of it. But I've heard that, so you're not talking about, there's a thing through Amazon that, is it called KDP or,
KDP is the publishing platform inside of Amazon. Yep.
but is that what you would use, or you use Iris Blue?
I use Iris Blue for my imprint, so I can. So here, I'll back up. In KDP, that's the publishing platform. You can be a self-publisher there, or you can be a publisher there, like an actual imprint. And the only difference between going under something like Iris Blue would be that I supply you with the ISBN number, which is that individual identifier number
So
for
then we
book.
own that instead of Amazon owning that.
Right, exactly.
So that's clearly the way to go. Okay. So without taking up the whole day,
I have a,
what's the price difference on that?
It depends on the package that 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 you that you choose with me. But generally it's about $1,000, between 500 and $1,000 is the difference, because the imprint with the imprint comes, I publish it for you instead of you self-publishing. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
I go a little bit farther with the process.
Okay, and so then it goes, and just so then it goes on Amazon for sale, and we have in essence cut Amazon out of the profit sharing. Is that right?
Well, Amazon would still be in any printer would still be in the profit sharing,
Okay,
because now it's print on demand rather than printing up front, and printing up front costs thousands of dollars. And so you would either be paying for the print costs and that either upfront in a one big lump sum, or print on demand, which is way better, is how we would still need to have someone print it and do that.
and does that, can you figure, when you're looking at your books, can you figure that out, like money wise? Is it 30%, 80%, 5%?
It depends. Amazon gives you a couple of different options, so they can decide. You can decide how much royalty you want versus what they get, and it depends on the distribution that they offer with that percentage of royalty.
Laura
Yeah.
has her hand up.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll quit asking questions.
Go ahead, Laura.
I have a question. I've always wanted to write a children's book, and I have an idea.
Yay.
And anyways, are you able to with your printers, are we able to do high gloss stock, because I do high-end illustration as well, stuff like that. You could do a variety of sizes.
Yep.
Okay.
So Amazon is more limited. So there are smaller boutique printers and things. There's Spark, Ingram Spark, and there's also Lulu, which is what I use
Okay.
often. And that's what I actually print my workbooks that are spiral bound.
Oh, okay.
That's Lulu. But you can choose your trim size, is what they call it, the size
Sure.
of the book.
Mhm.
And then you can choose whether
You
it's
could do
color.
gloss coated
Yeah.
and okay.
Absolutely.
that's good to know.
You can choose the density of your page as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it's on my bucket list. So
Oh, I like it.
We
Well,
wanna
let's get
do
your
it.
bucket list checked off.
yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So I have a question for you, one more.
Sure.
You're
Yep.
off camera.
I know, I'm trying to grab my book.
Okay.
My book. I'm not a book writer. Yet, Mary, do you like that?
Yet. Yes, I
I'm
love
not a
it.
book writer yet. Okay, so there, we're on camera. See this? So this
Yeah.
is just a planner, but I did this and ordered it, don't laugh, through Canva.
Mhm.
So I created it and ordered it through Canva, and they printed it and sent it to me, and I got some for clients and things like that. And so that is, can that be taken and printed through yours instead? Because I didn't
Mhm.
love it, like it didn't line up exactly right inside like it said it would, right?
Mhm. Yeah, and for that, like these
Uh-huh.
I have paid, that type of thing. And so yeah, that's just a typesetting thing, and we can fix that.
Okay, and so without having to redo the whole thing.
Yep, and it stays and with me, because I have a hybrid, my publishing company is hybrid. I insist on authors retaining all copyright. So you own it. I don't.
Okay.
So I just want you to know that.
This is good to know. This has been
Good.
so informative. I'm so grateful you came on, and I really am, I mean, with the Power Partners, I would think that would just be a marvelous idea. You know, probably not between now and Christmas because that's tomorrow, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's tomorrow and I'm totally not ready. But just something to think about. And it may be really a way to get everybody's feet wet a little bit. But I love also that you mentioned that we can do these for coaching and maybe even just inside memberships and things like that. So people have those. I just think that's a brilliant idea. Does anybody else have any questions?